Hello, my miraculous friend. Welcome to another episode of the Magnify Your Miracles podcast. This is Reverend Frances Faden, and I'm so grateful that we get to spend this time together helping you to magnify your miracles. May is the month of miracles, and I thought it would be so fun to focus on the energy of angels in the month of May here in 2025. So you're going to be getting a meditation from me this month. We're going to be having a very special guest who is an angel intuitive, one of the most powerful angel channels that I know. And I thought I'd start it off with doing an oracle card reading of angel oracle cards. And I love doing oracle card readings because it's such a great way to get a sense of what's the energy of the month and what is it that spirit wants us to know. So I'm going to be pulling some cards specifically for you from a couple of different decks, and we're going to put together the message and the energy for the month of May 2025. But before we do that, let's take a deep breath together and breathe in the energy of expansion. Breathe out anything you no longer need. And think about this beautiful month of miracles. Whether you're listening and watching this in May or not, you're tapping into this frequency of miracles. And what would you really, really love to experience? And let yourself imagine you're feeling that it's already happened. And knowing that as you're feeling it, that's exactly what's going to be happening. Let's take one more deep breath together in gratitude, and we can begin. All right, my friends. So as I said in my episode about 2 weeks ago, that May is the month of miracles. It's something that Mother Mary has shared with me. A lot of people call May the month of Mary, but she herself calls it the month of miracles. And for those of us who are here in the Northern Hemisphere, we're experiencing more and more light. And so from May 1st until the solstice, we have this powerful 6-week time period of increasing light, increasing light, increasing light. And that light magnifies whatever you focus on. So be mindful of what you're focusing on. And it's a great time to start a visualization practice, a meditation practice. We do the 54-day miracle novena in the membership, which if you wanted to join the membership, you could join us. Just go to francesfaden.com/membership and you can join us. And you will learn all about the 54-day novena that Mother Mary has taught us. But for today, we are going to be working with the angels. And so I love working with the angels. I started working with them first. And it's the thing I always recommend to people is when you're starting on the spiritual path, you want to work with the angels because it's easy to work with them. They don't belong to any particular religion. And they're so responsive immediately. They'll let you know that they hear your prayers and they'll respond to you. So I'm actually working with an oracle card deck that I was hesitating to use it because you can't really get it anymore. It's the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. And I don't think she allows people to make them anymore ever since she stopped doing this work. But I have this deck. And so I'm going to right now, live here with you, I'm going to ask Divine Mother, I'm going to ask the universe to pick out a card for you. What is the message that you need to hear for the month of May, for the month of miracles? Which archangel is wanting to work with us, at least from this deck? So I'm going to pull a card right now. I'm still shuffling my cards. I like to wait until I get the feel of the card on my in my finger. Oh, there it is. Jumped right out. Well, that's interesting. Here's the card that I got for you. It's the leadership card, and it's Archangel Gabriel. Let me get my glasses on so I can read it for you. Archangel Gabriel, it's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So that's a message for me, and it's a message for you. Ooh, there it is. So I'm going to give you my message, and then I'm going to read what it says. So Archangel Gabriel, he is very present at this time of year in the springtime energy. So we had his energy for the equinox, the spring equinox, with the energy of the Annunciation, the energy of encouraging Mother Mary to accept the invitation from Spirit and to say yes to her, what I call sacred life purpose. And that energy is continuing to happen, right? So you're being encouraged to continue saying yes. Now, leadership really means different things to different people. But I'm going to say to you that leadership is about being willing to be the leader in your own life, to honor your own intuition, to follow your own direction and your own guidance. It doesn't mean that you can't get help from other people, but at the end of the day, it comes down to you. And I'm going to say, since I love talking to creative women entrepreneurs, people who are coaches and lead and light workers and healers and writers and all kinds of creative entrepreneurs. Anytime you're using your creativity, it doesn't have to be in the arts necessarily, makes you a creative entrepreneur. This is your time. And I've been saying this over and over. It's your time to say yes. It's your time to step into that purpose. So let's see if there's anything in the actual message in the little book of what it says. It says, embrace your power in a loving way and use it for the greater good. I'll guide your actions so they inspire and motivate others. I'll also replace any self-doubt about your qualifications with an increased desire to serve, help, and teach. When your focus is more on how may I serve, then you won't worry so much about what others think about you. Focus upon your strengths, the many lessons you've learned, and how good it feels to be a living example of following one's divine guidance. And she's just reminding us that Gabriel's name means God is my strength. So I'm just going to tune into this and see if I can give you a little message. Yeah. So Archangel Gabriel wanted me to point to the picture here and the orange that's in there. And orange is the second chakra, and that's that creativity energy. So whatever you've been doing, how can you be more creative in what you're doing? How can you step into a more creative version of leadership for yourself and in your life? So that's the first card. Second card doesn't have as much. Now, these are just simple cards that my mentor, Reverend Jayne, had printed up. But I love these cards. She calls them spirituals, which I love. And they have archangels and angels. I think there's 72 cards in this little deck. And I always pull these cards around my birthday, which is in the month of May. So I'll be doing it later this month. All right. So we got the angel of definition. I am defining my boundaries. I love that. So the angel of definition is coming along with Archangel Gabriel. We have both of them coming. So we have leadership and definition. Now, what I'm hearing in for this as a message for you is you get to define for yourself who you are. You get to define leadership for yourself. This is how these two cards are working together. You get to define what it is that you want to be doing. You don't have to follow anybody else's way. And so that's reinforcing the leadership vibration. But the boundary piece is so important. So I want you to take a look this month. It's like, where am I not keeping my boundaries with myself? Where am I not keeping my boundaries with other people? Am I having a difficult time holding and keeping my word? Where it's your boundaries are like a little energetic fence around you. And where is the fence down? Where do we need to reinforce the energy? And so that's something that you want to think about in this month. Now, this is happening in the month of May, which is the month of miracles. So, how are the energy of boundaries? How does the energy of boundaries and the energy of having a defined sense of yourself, how is that helping you to have more miracles in your life? That's what you want to ask, right? And so if I were thinking about this for me, I'd be like, okay, Mother Mary's guiding me through Archangel Gabriel to continue to step into the leadership vibration, to be a leader in my own life. The creativity energy is there with the orange color, right? So to be a creative leader or creative leadership, that's what I'm being guided to do. And then in order to do that, have boundaries. For me personally, that has to do with my time. That has to do with how I'm using my time and giving myself time to do more creative things and to do things in a little bit of a different way. So that's what I would say for me. And now the third card I'm going to pick because I love this deck. Now, these aren't angel cards, but I'm pulling from the Sacred Traveler deck because I just feel like these are such good cards. They just give you such helpful information. All right, Spirit. So we're looking for a third card for our listener, for our viewer in the month of May. What is it that they need to know? And let's take a look and see. Ah, la, la, la. Oh, here's the card. Jumped out at me. Oh, look at that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. And look at that beautiful picture. It's a picture of women holding like a sheet or some kind of cloth and just filled with the abundance of apples that they are harvesting off of the tree. I love that picture. So, infinite abundance. So, we have the energy of leadership and then the boundaries with the definition, and that leads you to the infinite abundance. So, the way that I read these cards together is this is the outcome card, right? So this is the energy of the advice for us is the leadership. We're being given the message to step into that. So what does it mean to be a leader in your life? What does it mean to be a leader in your field? What does it mean to be a creative person and to be the leader of your own creativity? What does that mean for you? I'm going to ask you to take a look at that and see what it means. And you can always leave me a comment and let me know your thoughts. And so that's where we're being guided. We're being advised to call on the angel of definition and be a little bit better with our boundaries. And then what we're being told is the outcome on our journey is infinite abundance. And what I see in this abundance is not only the abundance of food, which could also be, any of your material needs being taken care of, but there's a cooperation and a community vibration to that card, right? See that? There's a community energy of people working together. And so that energy of infinite abundance and support as well. So in this month of May, if this is the outcome that you're looking for, we're going to go backwards now. If you're looking to have a money miracle, you're looking to have this infinite abundance, then you want to take a step back and take a look at your boundaries. Where am I a little bit wonky with my boundaries? Am I giving money to somebody who maybe I shouldn't be giving money to? Am I being a good steward of my finances and my energy? You want to take a look at that and then take it one step further and be the leader in your life. And being willing to step into that. Now, Mother Mary's wanting me to tell you the way that these two cards are connected is it says right here, it's time for you to assume your leadership position and lovingly guide others. So, as you're willing to become a leader in your business and to step into your expertise and what you know, it will bring you that abundance that you're looking for. So that's fun. I'm so curious if it resonates with you and what you're thinking about for this beautiful month of miracles in the month of May, and also about your connection with the angels. So, whether you already feel connected to the angels or not, it's a beautiful time to invite them. All you have to do is say, okay, angels, make your presence known to me and make it abundantly clear. They often show up with feathers or in very humorous, loving ways, or you'll see little angel figurines or different things will start showing up. But you can also tell them how you want them to show up and say, I would love to see a feather today, or I would love to see the color green today, or whatever it might be. And they will respond to that. So I invite you to connect with the angels more deeply. I love the angels. I love the archangels. They're just such beautiful energies to connect with, and they will help you expand your definition of yourself, expand your vision of the world, expand your understanding of spirit in such a beautiful and profound way. I just think it's such a powerful thing. So next week, we're going to be doing a meditation with the angels. And then after that, you get to meet my teacher, Reverend Jayne Howard Feldman, and she's going to be sharing some beautiful energy with us about angels and healing and miracles and all kinds of things. So I'm so excited to share the month of May with you. So stay tuned for that. Leave me a message and let me know what you think about these angel cards. Do they resonate with you? Do they make sense to you? Or is it something that's kind of been on your mind or maybe not? I'd love to know. And if you picked a card for the month, share it. I'd love to hear what card you picked and how spirit is guiding you in this beautiful month of miracles. All right, my friend, if this message did resonate with you, I would love for you to share it with anyone that you know who could use this shot of inspiration. And just always remember, the key to magnifying your miracles is really knowing in your heart of hearts that your miracle is already here. God bless you, my friend. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.